Hey, what is up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here with a video about WrestleMania 35. Right now as we speak, WWE's main event looks like it's going to be Charlotte Flair going up against Ronda Rousey for the WWE Women's Championship. This is quite possibly the biggest match I believe that WWE can offer at this time. It is the main event that I've been looking forward to for over a year. Right now, on the outside looking in, is the suspended Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble. You can put all the asterisks next to it that you want to because of Lana's injury. Fit Finlay allowed her to go into the Royal Rumble, even though in my mind, damn, Lana should have been eliminated by the time the next competitor got in the ring. She shouldn't have been able to sit out there for so many people and then finally be replaced by Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch ended up being the person that everybody wanted to see. She was Becky Lynch, I guess you can say the best wrestler of the weekend that everybody was all hip to, and she deserved the win. She basically went in there with the Bret Hart injury, hobbling her way down there and found a way to throw everybody out, and I guess you can surprise everybody by being the one to pull out the win, because I was looking for Charlotte to win. Charlotte was my pick in my video. I knew that Becky was a big deal and people loved her, but I didn't think that WWE was really behind her to the point where Charlotte, the face of the women's division, was not going to be the one to go up against Ronda Rousey at Rousey's first WrestleMania singles match that was supposed to be headlining WrestleMania. I think right now, if it was Charlotte to go up against Ronda Rousey, I would be surprised if Ronda Rousey didn't get the win. There's lots of stories out there where basically Ronda Rousey is going to be stepping away from WWE, taking a little bit of a break after WrestleMania. I don't know if that's to film a video or, film a movie, or if it's just to basically clear her mind and get her off working the towns and the roads and just give her a break. It's possibly one of the best times to be able to do it. Just make sure you get her back, before, the Money in the Bank push into SummerSlam. And I think that you'll be fine. I really think that there's no way to go other than making this a three-way. I know that, they want this to be the main event to sort of, cap off the women's revolution. Hopefully after that they can put it to bed. They've had an elimination chamber. They got their own tag titles. They've had their own pay-per-view. They've been in the Hell in a Cell. They main evented WrestleMania. I don't really know what else there is that a woman can do to prove that women's wrestling matters to WWE anymore, when most fans are yeah, give it to them. And then when it comes down to it, I don't think anybody is really that pumped to see what comes out. I love seeing Becky Lynch. I love seeing Charlotte. Charlotte's probably my favorite competitor on the women's division in WWE. There's lots of babes that I love seeing. Mickie James, Liv Morgan. There's lots of them that I cheer for. But when it comes down to it, other than seeing them wrestle that 4-minute match on Monday Night Raw, I can't really think of anything else I'm really looking forward to. So, when it comes down to it, it reminds me a lot of WrestleMania 32, where the women's match, which was Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch, that sort of didn't get the main event spot. But you can remember the when you walked in to Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium, whatever it's called, and they had the big window cling of what WrestleMania 32 was. It wasn't, the WWE Championship matches in the middle. It was that women's match, looking like it was taking top billing, even though it was kind of in the middle of the card, if I remember right. But it quite possibly, as of right now, is probably the biggest match I can think of. I know that Roman versus Triple H was the main event. I can't even think about what the heck the match was for the SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship at the time. I know that there was Jericho versus AJ Styles. That was the second match of the night. I know they had the Intercontinental Ladder match with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes. They had that big, huge Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I Can't even remember who won it. I don't know. This isn't about WrestleMania 32. It's about WrestleMania 35. So there's no doubt in my mind that I'm pretty sure Becky Lynch is going to get added. It's just going to have to see how you're able to add her, how you're going to be able to lift Vince McMahon's suspension, how they're going to get over the knee injury. I think that honestly, once she gets in there, she'll probably work the match as being injured, and then it'll be a lot like Seth Rollins' injury when he had the knee injury against Triple H, and then all of a sudden the next night on Monday Night Raw, Rollins' knee is injured, and unless they want to bring it up in a big match when they want to act like his knee is still injured, they don't ever talk about it. They don't ever use it. So I don't think that's going to be a huge crutch for her. So let's see how they get her in there. And we're building up WrestleMania 35.